I'm going to GP Vegas. Cue the music. Welcome back, everyone. As I just announced in the opening, yes, I have raised enough money to go to GP Vegas. I am very, very excited. Thank you guys so much. I would not have been able to do this without your help. The GoFundMe has raised $970 to date, which is at least $967 more than I was ever expecting. So thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. So yeah, I wanted to get this video out last week, and things got really, really crazy when all of the deck lists started coming in from the donations. And like I just said, I really do appreciate the support. Thank you guys so much. But it has also generated a lot of work for me, so I've been trying to get everyone's decks filmed and released, on top of trying to get Commander 19 done, and trying to prepare for GP Vegas because I'm going to be away for about 5 days. So I've been super, super busy, had a lot on my plate, but I did still want to get this video out. So yeah, there's a few updates and a few little things that I wanted to talk about real quick while we're here. The first is, if you are a Patreon or you have donated to the GoFundMe, let me know if you're going to GP Vegas. Either hit me up in Discord, hit me up on my email, somewhere. Just let me know, because I'm going to be making a list of everyone that's going, and I would really like to meet up with all of you if possible. So just let me know, and I will most definitely work in some time to meet up with you guys. Next, for those that have donated, I'm sure you're very curious about when your video is going to be showing up. If you did send me a deck list, you should have already received a link to the spreadsheet. I've been having to make updates and changes as I go, especially to make room for Commander 19. That does put some of the later deck lists that I received out into the first week of September, give or take. I would love to get to them sooner, but the GP has generated a ton of work for me, so I'm getting there as quickly as I possibly can. So I really appreciate your guys' patience. But yes, if you have sent me a deck list to be filmed, be sure to keep an eye on the release schedule. I just made a bunch of updates to accommodate for Commander 19 and the trip, so that should be up to date and ready to go right now. And one thing I want to point out before we get too far into this video, I will be closing the donations for the GoFundMe on Friday, so if you haven't donated yet and would like to, be sure to get your donation in by Friday. I'm still accepting deck lists for videos and deck lists to be reviewed if you want a deck review. Now, if you happen to donate in the next day or two, just give me a little bit. I'm going to be traveling on Wednesday, so things are probably going to be very hectic at the GP. I'm probably not going to be super on top of my emails and everything else, so just give me a couple days. I will be checking at some point, but it may take a little bit longer than usual, so just hang in there, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Which brings me to my next topic. I just wanted to let you guys know that I have been working really hard trying to get all these videos done, and I have been a little bit stressed about the trip and trying to get the videos done and trying to stay on top of everything. So there's gonna be more punts in the videos that I release over the next month or so. Like, I played a game the other day where I had the win sealed up and I needed to play a Chaos Warp, and that was it. Good game. And I completely threw that game away. It was my own deck, so it wasn't a Patreon deck or anything like that, but you can see the stress starting to manifest itself a little bit. So just over the next month or so, there will be more mistakes than usual. With all of that, trying to get all the decks done, I'm starting to get a little bit stressed about the trip. I always get stressed when I travel, just a thing that happens. There are definitely going to be more mistakes in the videos that are coming out over the next month. So yeah, I appreciate you guys bearing with me. Just take it easy on me in the comments. It's tough to play good Commander and commentate when you have a lot going on in your mind. So anyway, moving on from that, next I want to talk about GP Vegas a little bit, especially if any of you are going to be there. Like I said, let me know if you are. So the thing that I'm going to be doing is setting up a list of people that I would like to meet while I'm there, other content creators, and of course Patreons and people who have donated through GoFundMe. So as much fun as this trip is going to be, I do have specific goals that I would like to meet, and I figured the easiest way to track all that is just to write it down on a spreadsheet. So that's what I'll be doing, but I'll also be trying to interact with as many new faces as I possibly can, handing out stickers and things like that. Veronica will be there with me, so she'll also be helping to do some of that stuff. She is so much more outgoing than I am, so so I'm gonna lean on her a little bit to try to force me to initiate some conversations that I might not otherwise do on my own. So she'll be like half and half working vacation mode, so she may not be there all of the time, especially if I'm playing games. Right now my plan is to carve out maybe 2 to 3 hours a day just to play games of Commander, and then try to spend the rest of the day meeting people, talking with people, so on and so forth. Obviously that might change when I get there and just kind of feel things out. I don't know, these are kind of the numbers that I threw around in my head. But yeah, so you know, I'm definitely going to be trying to meet as many people as possible. If you are there and you see me, don't be shy. Just come over and say hi. I'm there to see people. I'm there to talk to people, even if I'm playing a game or something like that. I may not be able to have a full-blown conversation if I'm playing a game, especially if I'm in the middle of my turn or something. But you know what happens as the game gets later. Someone takes a 20-minute turn. I have no qualms spacing out for a minute to chat with someone while someone tries to storm off or something equally as awful as that. So yeah, be sure to say hi if you see me. I'm going to be wearing a shirt just like this one. But I've also got some Commander Replay shirts coming in the mail that Veronica and myself will be wearing. So if you see any of those, be sure to say hi. I believe one of mine is bright orange, so you should see me pretty easily. But yeah, like I said, I'd really love to meet you guys. Don't be shy. Stop over, say something. We'll have a chat, and if there's time, maybe even a game. So the next thing I want to talk about is that I have this lovely webcam to now film games with. I've filmed a couple games where my face has been on camera, and I plan to do more of that, but I've literally just been so stressed out with all the decks coming in and everything else that I didn't want to deviate from what I normally do too much, just because of any extra effort that gets involved of setting the camera up, and it takes longer to render, and this, that, and the other thing. So it just all the workload piled on. I figured I would pick this back up after the GP and once I get through the donation decks. So yeah, that will be back at some point. Just hang in there. And again, I'm probably going to start up some amount of streaming somewhere in September. It might be mid-September to late September, based on how things are looking right now. Just keep an eye out for that. I'm sure I'll be posting some announcements. Oh, and there's two other quick points that I wanted to mention that I forgot to film while I had the camera on. And that is, because of the expanded workload, I haven't been able to get to everyone's comments. I've read them, but I just don't have the time to respond right now. So I'm sorry that I can't respond to all the comments like I have usually been able to do in the past. But relatively soon, I hope to get back to about an 80% response rate to comments. I can't hit every single comment, but I can get most of them. And the other announcement that I wanted to make is that if you're planning to be at the GP, make sure you follow me on Twitter, just because that's where I'm going to be posting updates about where I am, if I'm looking for games, stuff like that. So just the easiest way to stay in touch. And my Twitter URL is just twitter.com/commanderreplay. So super easy to find. But yeah, be sure to follow me there if you're going to be at the GP and you want to try to get a game in or something like that. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up here. Thank you guys so much for the donations. Thank you, Patreon supporters. Thank you guys for continuing to support me and watch the videos. I really, really appreciate all of it. Like I said, if you're going to be at the GP, let me know somehow, some way. So with that, all I can say is thank you guys so much, and thank you for watching.